I'll now recognize Ranking Member Davis for any questions he may have.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and let me thank all of our witnesses for your expert testimonials. Economists predict a 60% chance of recession due to the Trump tariff tax. Meanwhile, Speaker Johnson is determined to careen ahead with deep cuts to the very programs that would help families survive the Trump-created recession programs like Medicaid, food assistance, TANF, and the Social Services Block Grant. And even if some programs remain, the Trump administration has strangled the ability of agencies to be able to help. The administration fired thousands at the Department of Health and Human Services and closed half of the regional offices that manage state TANF and child care programs, including the one in Illinois. It was days before the administration even provided an email address for states left without federal contacts. Ms. Somerlot, can you tell us more about how Marion County uses TANF and the Social Services Block Grant, and how cutting or eliminating them would affect the families you serve?
Yes, Chairman LaHood, Ranking Member Davis, thank you for that question. In Marion County, in particularly responding to the Social Services Block Grant, and Ohio does transfer 10% of their TANF Block Grant to social services. In Marion County, our agency uses that primarily for adult protective services. We contract with our area agency on aging to investigate and then support people 60 and over who are at risk of abuse and neglect, self-neglect, and financial exploitation. And probably more critically, the majority of the Social Services Block Grant goes to supporting our Child Protective Services system. I think in particular because 4E reimbursements have been diminishing over time, and we see a growing number of youth that have multiple needs and more complicated needs. So Social Services Block Grant reductions would likely impact the ability to serve those youth and those families. And TANF, I have mentioned several programs, our PRC program in particular, our comprehensive case management for employment program for youth, as well as the Benefit Bridge program, which now looks to help people not fall back as they're continuing their journey forward on the economic mobility ladder.
Thank you very much. Well, like Ohio, Illinois has a high percentage of children living with grandparents or other families who receive TANF child-only grants. This often is because TANF presents significant barriers for grandparent caregivers getting whole family benefits. Can you tell us quickly about how grandparents are served?
In Marion County, we developed a special category of support in our PRC plan for kinship caregivers. So we use the TANF dollars to support them in a variety of ways, including home repair, legal services, basic needs for kids, school-related costs, because the only support that they're getting is a small TANF cash grant for that child.
Thank you very much, and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.